Hey y'all, it's Coach K and I want to welcome you to episode 73 of the Stimulus Package. Today, we're talking about credibility. Alright, so credibility is built over time and it's based on what you do consistently. It's a beautiful thing because if you can build credibility with someone or with the institution, it's almost like you're building their trust in you, and it helps them to understand what you're saying and believe what you say without a million and one questions. And I think it's a beautiful thing when someone has built their relationship and is able to work together and not having to worry about if this person has their best interest at heart. So thinking about that made me think about our relationship with God and how a lot of times we have so much faith and belief in God until something happens in life that causes us to leak our faith or causes us to start losing faith. And I think that it's crazy how God ends up having to pay for the things that happen on earth when he has nothing to do with some of the decisions that we make. God is the most credible person that we have in our lives. And everything he does is for the betterment of our lives and for the betterment of the kingdom. But in order to understand that, you have to go through a few things, and you have to understand that it's not always going to look like butterflies and beautiful skies. Sometimes it's going to look like storms, rain, being solo dolo, being secluded at times. It's not always going to look so pretty, and the picture's not always going to be perfect. But everything that happens in life is going to be used to help you become a better person. God is not responsible for everything that happens to you. Let's be real. Some of the stuff we bring on ourselves by the decisions that we make. Because we didn't listen and we didn't believe what God said, sometimes we go this way and sometimes we go this way. But I just want to come on here and encourage you all to understand that you need to start having that faith again, that blind faith, and just believe what God says about you, about your life, and about the things that you can accomplish. You may not be able to do it on your own, but with him, you can do anything. And he has the ultimate credibility because he already overtook the world. He already, has all power. He cannot lie. He is the Almighty. So he has the ultimate credibility in my book. Things haven't always been great, but I know that the one thing that has been consistent when it comes to God, he's always on time, and he has always given me a new avenue when doors have been closed in my face, right? I was watching a sermon by Pastor Darius Daniels, and he basically was saying, you get the God that you see. And if you put limits on God, that's the God you're going to get a lot of times. If you don't believe that God can do it or fix it, you may not even recognize or see him fixing it. So you're going to feel like nothing's happening because you don't believe, right? Your faith and your actions are connected and they work together. And if you want to see extraordinary things happen, or if you want to see yourself get removed from certain things and do all of this stuff, you have to believe that it's actually possible. I'm not saying you have to have monumental faith. I'm just saying that you have to have the faith the size of a mustard seed, and your actions have to reflect that belief. It has to reflect that faith. So if you truly believe that God is going to put you in a new space, if you believe that he's going to elevate you, you're going to start actively working towards preparing for those moments. You're going to start studying. You're going to start moving things out of the way, removing clutter and making space for the things that you believe God is bringing into your life. If you believe God is bringing a relationship into your life, you're going to start working on yourself to make sure you're the best version of yourself. It's all connected. Your faith and your actions have to work together in order for change to happen. So I just wanted to come on here real quick just to tell you that credibility is something that we all should be building. We should always try to say what we mean and mean what we say, and make sure that people can trust in us the same way we want to trust in them. But ultimately, I want you to really give God his respect and give him his credibility, because regardless of what has happened on earth, he has sustained you consistently. You're still here. You're still breathing. He loves you. And he has the ultimate credibility because he created all of this. So, I love y'all. I really pray that you would take the time to ask yourself who God is to you and what characteristics does he display. A lot of times our faith starts to fade or leak because we're not in God's presence enough and we're not being reminded consistently of who he is. So take the time to spend time with God, read his word, get around people who speak life and who believes in the word and believes in God, so that you can be constantly reminded of who he is, so this world won't delete who he is in your mind and in your heart. All right, y'all. I love you. Have a great week. Be blessed. And I will talk to you later. And remember, God is the ultimate person that has credibility. He does it all, and he can change all. But you have to believe it and have the faith the size of a mustard seed and let your actions show that faith. All right. Bye, y'all.